feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Total Apex Media Gaming. And my name is Michelle, and today we will be streaming a game called Void Sales. This is my first time in the game, so I know as much as you do, or maybe less. So we're going to jump right in and have an adventure. All right. So, greetings. You might not know me yet, but I have urgent news. Your father, Leonardo Salvatore, the renowned explorer and scholar, has vanished in his latest expedition, a professional hazard, so to speak. However, this case is of particular interest to me. Seek me in the capital. A ship will be awaiting you at the docks. Until then, the man in yellow. You stare at the letter again. Leonardo, your father, gone. The letter came unexpectedly, not much time to prepare. You look at your room, reminiscing about your past. Time spent among academic books drastically increased your knowledge, or the time spent working and mastering the crafts greatly increased your resolve. Ooh, interesting. Let's go with apprenticeship, I think. The apprenticeship years have made you stronger. You have tried different professions, searching for the one that best suits you. Resolve plus 30. Continue. You have changed a decent amount of masters. However, one in particular is stuck in your memory. An artisan, working under him has greatly sharpened your perception, or an alchemist, working under him has greatly expanded your knowledge. Perception or knowledge? Let us think. I think I'm going to go with knowledge this time. Well, no, perception. Yep. All right. You were lucky to have met someone as skilled as him. His ability to manipulate the chisel, precision with the handsaw, measured movements of the carving knives. However, over time, his skills started to deteriorate. Again and again, he would carve the same patterns. At times, the sleeves of his overwise white shirt were tainted with blood. Dun, dun, dun. You double-check your luggage. A few sets of clothes, some of your savings. There was little time to prepare, but you took one particular item. Ooh. An old book. Again, we have a chance for knowledge or resolve. So let's go with knowledge this time. Your old book, which served you well over the years. No more time to waste. As the dawn breaks and the sky clears, you close the door and head for the docks, searching for the ship. As you make your way, a young man with bright red hair suddenly approaches you. All right, I have an old book, which is new, gold, and supplies. Continue. Ah, Captain, found you. Morning, name is Sean O'Brien. I will be your first mate. Ready to take command and set sail? He gives you a wide smile, displaying a set of straight teeth. Sean looks pleased to meet you and is eager to set sail. Surprise! You thought he would be commanding the ship, or confidence? Of course you are ready. Of course I'm ready. Let's do this. That's the spirit. As usual, the man in yellow knows whom to have aboard. And just take a look at the ship he got us. He points at the ship behind him, peacefully rocking at the pier, its engines humming, ready to take off at a moment's notice. Inspect the ship. Try to figure out how the ship works. We have a 30% chance. Or hop over. Enough talk. Onwards. Let's just go. Let's get this ship on in the air. Because, yeah, this is not your typical ocean-going ship. This is going to be fun, y'all. Select an artifact to use. You do not have any artifacts. Okay. Tests. To perform a test, you need to roll a number. That number is compared to the value of your attribute shown in the middle of the dial. If the number rolled is equal or less, you have succeeded. The higher your attributes, the greater your chance to succeed. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Let us spin. It looks like we have made it because we've rolled 30 out of 60. Critical success. You hop over the ship's rails and land on the deck. The act was not particularly smooth, but your sheer enthusiasm, although unexpected, puts a smile on Sean's face. It seems both of you are eager to depart and venture forward as soon as possible. Ooh, I got +4 resolve. That sounds good. I got an achievement. Take command of your ship. Yay. Sean diverts his attention to the crew's preparations. As the ship soars high above the clouds, you leave the port behind. Several days later, you arrive at Cloudshire, a lush agricultural region and the first stop on your way before reaching the capital. You must acquire a travel permit from the nearby castle. It will allow you to navigate safely through the new world. All right. Now we have a ship. There's our ship. Oh, that's pretty cool. We can look all around it. We've got some buttons. We've been given no idea what to do here. So W moves us forward. Oh, W and S to switch engine mode. Right, A and D to turn.
It's time for you to take the helm. Oh, I see you've already managed to make the ship move. Perfect start, eh? Just remember, it's a starfaring ship, not some flimsy tiny boat. Let's try something different. See those floating crates around the islands? Aim our cannons and show them what you got.
Okay, how do I aim the cannons and what floating crates? I guess he means those with the balloons. How do we aim the cannons? It would be cool if it gave me some instructions. Let's find out. Turn, boost, aim. Shield is Q, right is fire, interact is F. That's it. All right. I'm holding my left click, but nothing is happening. Oh, there we go. I had to right click first. Oh, all right. So you have to hold down the left mouse button. Oh, we're waiting for it to recharge, I guess. There we go. Let's try this again. There we go. All right, I'm getting the hang of it. Let's go this way. Press RMB to enter aim mode. What? That does not make sense. Oh, mouse button. Right mouse button, left mouse button. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I figured that out.
Aye, good. See, told you it was easy. There's more to command in the ship, but I'll show you when the time comes. For now, let's just keep the course.
What's our course?
If you find something of interest you'd like to explore, feel free to do so.
Approach the pier.
Just sail next to a pier and disembark.
F to
The boys and I'll
interact.
stay on the ship conducting repairs.
We have docked at the pier. Treasure Planet vibes? Yeah. Inspect the ship. No, I can't inspect the ship. All right, you stand outside a church. Its doors wide open. The church bell rings solemnly under the mild wind. The place doesn't look particularly old, although abandoned, it must have been built in the last few decades. Oh, we gotta go inside. Uh-oh. Inside, though, it looks much more damaged. A strange overgrowth covers the walls with thick, dark roots, creating a mosaic pattern. They seem to cover most of the church except a golden mask placed in an otherwise barren altar. The stone around it is slightly charred. The mask's empty sockets watch you closely as you make your next move. Examine the mask first, or remove the mask. Oh, we gotta look at it first. Select an artifact. We're using our book. Apparently, I can only use it a certain number of times. Oops. That's a fail. You search your memory, but not much comes to mind. You've seen it previously. The Empire loves to place the depictions of these masks at any opportunity. Apparently, they put some spiritual significance into them. Well, I mean, we kind of gotta. Yes. You grab the mask and pull. It is set firmly in the stone, but eventually it starts to give way. When finally removed, it suddenly emits a sharp and painful light. You close your eyes right on time, avoiding otherwise possible damage. When the light ceases, I'm assuming that means ceases, the mask stays firmly in your hands. Ooh, now we have a mask. Cool. Well, all right. Where else can we go? There's a great big place over here. I don't see any other docks. Oh, but I do see another crate over there we can shoot
Time
at.
to use some of that sweet solar energy our ship's sails accumulate. Send the engine core into overdrive. It'll make the ship both faster and more responsive to your commands.
Zoom. Okay, this is fun. Whoa. Do I have a license for this? Oh, it auto saves. That's good. Okay, I can see I'm going to play a lot more of this game. I love this. Is this making anyone motion sick?
Warm sun, fields. Too bad we can't stay here for too long.
Ooh,
Which
more
reminds
stuff to
me,
shoot at.
we must get a travel permit to continue past this point. There's the castle of St. Isidore in this region. If you ask nicely, I'm sure they can issue us the permit.
Oh, I'm getting better at this cannon. Ooh, what's this now? You dock your ship and head towards the village square. As you continue deeper, you spot the town hall. Even from the outside, you can hear agitated shouts. You push open the heavy door of the town hall. Inside is a massive crowd of people. Looks like the whole village has gathered here. In the middle is a stage where a big burly man can be seen. His face is red with anger and his wheat-colored hair is drenched in sweat. He shouts at an elderly woman somewhat shielded by a young boy in front of her. See if someone can tell you what's going on or go up to the stage yourself. Let's ask around a bit. See if we can gather some information before we stick our nose in. Although reluctant to talk to a stranger, you convince the bystanders to share some details. The big angry man is Mr. Miller. He seems to be convinced that Frau Brauer and her boy stole Miller's family relic as retribution for increasing grain prices. You approach the stage to get a better look. Ooh, this guy looks beastly. I know we shouldn't judge people by appearances, but this is a game after all. You get closer, trying to get a better look, when suddenly the man spots you in the crowd and directs his violent gaze. And who might you be? What do you want? Should I be polite or aggressive? Let's be polite. Yeah, he is chunky, isn't he, Molly? I agree. He needs to stop eating burgers. So many burgers. He's ate too many burgers. Or it's all that grain. He raised the grain prices. He'd been eating it all himself. That's mean. A captain, you say. From Earth, you say. Don't make me laugh. We haven't had newcomers since the last sowing season. You are with them, aren't you? Involved in this crime somehow. He points towards the elderly woman and the young boy. Ask what the crime he means and ask who are these people. Let's talk about the crime. What crime, he asks, the most despicable one. The Honorable Frau Brauer and her son Rudolph have stolen my golden ring, the one blessed by Lord Inquisitor himself. That is the last straw, I tell you. Just wait until I get the proof. There will no longer be any Browers here. You can see several strong men standing by the entrance door, all with wheat-colored hair and an angry look. Seeing that you have nothing of value right now, Mr. Miller returns to the Browers. The atmosphere is tense, and the men at the door seem impatient. Perhaps if you find that ring, you may resolve the situation. The mountain cave nearby may be a good place to start. Ooh. A mountain cave. Over there? Or what are we talking about here? Do we have a map? We do not have a map. I wonder if we're talking about the giant cave over there. Oop. See if there's anything on the other side of the island. I doubt it. And we can't like go up or down. We can only go left and right. We're on this plane. It doesn't take long to get the hang of steering the ship. It is a cave. I'm thinking that's where we need to go. But I'm going to go to this little place first. Oop, we ran out of juice.
Cap, when we get to the castle, they will ask questions.
Oh, that's the castle straight ahead over there.
Where are you going? By the holy light, did you submit the I-94 form?
So let's go to the cave.
All that bureaucratic nonsense.
Ah, quiet, dude.
Better not start off on the wrong foot. Something tells me the man in yellow won't appreciate it if we stir up unnecessary trouble.
Don't cause trouble.
By the way, how did you get to know him?
I don't know.
I've worked with the man several times, but I doubt he would hire a ship to help me out.
The man in yellow. Am I a monkey? Makes me think of the monkey. I'm trying to go there, and it didn't let me go there. There's like sparkly lights around it. I wonder if that means I can't go there. Yeah, Curious George. I couldn't think of his name. Isn't the man in yellow? Or he's a yellow hat. That's what it is. I guess we can't go to this place yet. Alright. Fine. Be that way. We're gonna go inside then. Because I saw a bit of sparkly in here. That I think is a place we can, yep, there. Oh, but there's sparkles around it too.
Easy, easy there, Captain. Careful around the corners. While inside, our sails will accumulate much less energy. So spend it wisely.
This is so cool. We're like inside the cave. There we go. Mining caves. You stand inside what seems to be an abandoned mine. The cave walls look unstable, barely supported by old wooden beams, turned over mining carts, and leftover equipment rotting in the dim light. Explore. Let's inspect the equipment. We're not going to use the book this time. Nope, we failed. You are not sure of its exact purpose. Perhaps it was used to extract some precious minerals or collect solar dust. The vein has been depleted, and judging by its appearance, it has not been visited in a long time, except you can see a set of footprints leading to the drill. At the base of the central drill, you see a narrow hole. It must have been dug out recently. The ground looks fresh compared to the rest of the cave. Let's stick my hand inside it. You put your hand in. The hole is narrow and not particularly deep. You move your hand around, but whatever was there is no longer. You stand up and shake the dust off. The trail of footprints leads to one of the cave passages before disappearing. Can we go deeper in this thing? Let's find out.
Something is off. Boys, get the cannons ready. Remember to use the shields to protect the ship.
How do I use shields? Q. Thank you. Our ship is damaged. I'm not very good at this. This might be the end of me.
Good job, lads. Don't forget to check the area. I've seen supply crates floating nearby.
Yeah, our ship's kind of... Hey, but I didn't die. Close. All right, let's go over here. It was my first battle. We'll do better next time, maybe. The fort ruins. Well, it's ruined now. At last, the cannons grow silent and the dust settles. You can see the fort clearly. Several towers, walls patched up with thick planks of wood. A group of small rowing boats can be seen escaping through the narrow tunnels behind the fort. Strange vegetation covers multiple sections of the fort. Dark, twisted roots stretch across the walls. You dock your ship and head through the massive wooden doors. The inner courtyard is in complete disarray. Massive plants congregate in the dark corners, and multiple empty crates and barrels are scattered around. Oh, we're at Crate and Barrel. Most people must have left before your arrival, except for the small garrison encountered during the fight. Something must have forced them away. Maybe me shooting at them? Search the crates or examine the plants. Let's search the crates. Spin. Oh, yes. You spend some time searching through the crates. Most of them are empty. However, you find some sacks of supplies and a bunch of coins here and there. Some of the crates differ from the rest. Their insides are covered with a thin layer of glitter. It seems the fort inhabitants used them to store solar dust, perhaps extracted from the crystals populating the cave. So we got some gold and supplies. Nice. As you prepare to leave, something catches your attention. There is a small clearing between the plants. In it lies a golden ring with a delicate carving of a sun. You wonder why it could have been left behind. We will take that with us. Oh, I got an achievement. Uncover a hidden fort. Dun, dun, dun. The inside of the ring has a faint inscription. The words Luce Confidimus were subtly carved into the gold. You pocket the ring and head back to the ship.
See those cracked rocks?
Yeah.
We can clear the path using our cannons.
Oh, let's go. And apparently the ship got repaired while we were there too. Well done, crew. I do believe this is where we came in.
Who do you think they were? The people in the fort, I mean. Plenty of pirates around, but the Empire usually manages to keep them at bay. I hope it was someone exciting, like a secret society plotting a revolt against the Inquisition, eh? Cultists, eh? Mining leftover solar dust to perform an evil ritual.
Ooh. We can get upgrades here. Decreases solar cannon charge cost by 25. Or broadside cannons increase their damage or increase the ship's energy capacity. Additional battery units increases the ship's total energy capacity. That sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. Woof, we can't afford that. Let's do this one. Well, that's a useful spot. Helps if I put my fingers on the correct keys. Now we need to go over there. Because now we've got the ring. We have the ring. I found the ring. Let's go faster. We're gonna crash. A stolen ring. You dock your ship and head to the town hall once more. Inside, the events are unfolding as previously. You approach Mr. Miller. Give the ring. You take the ring out and hand it over to Mr. Miller. He snatches it from your fingers and quickly puts it in his pocket. The news of abandoned fort surprised everyone. A group of people is seen leaving the hall to investigate. Abandoned fort, you say? Well, that is unusual, to say the least. And how did it get there? Was it this delinquent who hid it? He points at Rudolph. His eyes widen as he awaits your answer. Defend. Mr. Miller doesn't seem pleased with your response. Ooh, I got another achievement. Well, at least you've got my ring back. You have a journey ahead of you. As a form of my gratitude, let me give you something. My men will load some supplies onto your ship. He turns to the Browers. As for you, we will see. Ha-ha! We have solved a quest and saved these people. Onward to a next quest or adventure. This building looks interesting. Visit the academy to learn the artifact's power. We can learn about the mask. Or, oh, I can sell them. I don't want to sell my book. But we should inspect this. Allows to re-roll tests of resolve. Nice. All right. Ooh, crates. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to encounter those people again. Pretty sure we're going to be leaving this area once we get our permit. It's a pretty cool castle. Saving. I like the auto saves. That's nice. Customs office. You approach the castle gates, but there don't seem to be any guards, neither next to the gates nor on top of the walls. Next to the entrance is a small door with a customs office sign. As you entered, you are greeted by a small room filled with measurement and weighting equipment and several tables and chairs, all empty except one. Behind it, a young woman in the imperial officer robe. Lucia de la Torre. Greetings, welcome to the castle of Saint Isidore. My name is Lucia de la Torre, and I am the Lieutenant Castellan. How may I be of assistance? She gives you a polite smile, awaiting your response. Ask about the castle or get the travel permit. Let's ask about the castle. I'm curious. Where'd everybody go? Feels strange, doesn't it? On a typical day, hundreds of people would be manning the posts and operating the defense towers, but today is not a typical day. Today is a pilgrimage to the shrine of Saint Isidore, the patron of this castle and the surrounding lands. Isn't the castle defenseless? She leans forward a bit and continues in a hushed voice. That's what I told the Lord Inquisitor, but he insisted that this time was special and that the ceremony would require more people and preparations. It shouldn't be a problem. As Lieutenant Castellan, I'm sure I can help you with whatever you might require. However, if it's the travel permit you seek, there is an issue. Unfortunately, unauthorized travel within the New World is strictly prohibited based on the truce terms between the Empire and the Old Kingdoms. I would need you to provide a letter of sponsorship from any notable citizen or patron of the capital. Perhaps a letter from the man in yellow, or present apprenticeship papers. Let's do the letter from the man in yellow. She takes a glance at your papers and frowns. The man in yellow, huh? That person may not sound like a reputable source. Give me a minute. I will need to consult the ledger. She takes your papers and exits the room through the back entrance. A couple of minutes pass. You start to wonder how massive this ledger must be to take so much time, when suddenly a loud bell is heard across the castle. Something is happening outside. You rush back to your ship.
Steady, lads. Prepare to engage. Remember the drill. Turn. Fire. Repeat. Aim for the sails and the engine pipes. If I see any men cowering, I will throw you overboard myself.
We're gonna die, I think. Yep. I guess now we see what happens when we've died. Ah, we saved here. Every attempt is a learning experience. Well, we can go through this conversation a little bit faster this time. I'm not going to read the whole thing again. Yeah. Lucia de la Torre. Hey, I want to, well, we're going to ask about the castle again so we have the information. I'm concerned. Continue. Present the letter. Continue. And
Steady, lads. Prepare to engage. Remember the drill. Turn. Fire. Repeat. Aim for the sails and the engine pipes.
aim for the sails.
If I see any men cowering, I will throw you overboard myself.
You run out of energy so fast.
Down you go! Ha ha ha! Now that was a proper good fight, Captain. Let's head back to the castle. Stellator has some explaining to do.
I'm getting the hang of this now. I didn't know how to use the side cannons, but now I do. It just takes me a minute to figure this stuff out. Gotcha. You head back to the customs office. The alarm bell finally stops, but the castle is still on high alert. You can see small groups of people sprinting around the castle walls. Soon after, Lucia bursts through the door. Breathing heavily, she looks like she's been running for quite some time. Apologies, Captain. We could not provide any covering fire, but you managed just fine. Good job dispatching those ships. So where were we? You can see her agitation. The attack on the castle was much of a surprise to her. Who were those attackers? Honestly, I don't really know. They must be some sort of pirates. However, they knew precisely when the castle was most vulnerable, and their ships. She paused for a second, considering if she wants to tell you. Their ships were unusual. Their ships looked much more well-maintained than usual. Not the rust buckets I think they mean scum, dares to call a vessel. And their strategy, not a single shot fired upon the castle itself. Let's do a screenshot there. Not a single shot fired upon the castle itself, as if they were targeting specifically you. Sounds like a lot of coincidences. Indeed, the attack's precise timing and the ship's quality don't add up. I must look into it and request Lord Inquisitor to increase the minimally allowed garrison. Nevertheless, I've checked your papers. Usually it won't be enough, but I can't ignore your help defending the castle. She seems reluctant. Perhaps what she is about to do is directly violating the established protocols. Her tone suddenly becomes more ceremonial. Considering your help repelling the attack on Saint Isidore Castle, I, Lucia de la Torre, Lieutenant Castellan, by my authority, commend you for your valiant defense against the enemy. On the Empire's behalf, I grant you free passage through the New World. Hurrah! Travel permit! I got an achievement. She smiles and hands over your papers. And now, if you excuse me, I have an investigation to conduct. If you wish to leave us, head towards the mountain and turn left. There is a lighthouse nearby. Safe travels, Captain. All right. I wonder if there's a way we can, like, see our inventory or anything. Being a goody two-shoes pays off sometimes? Yeah, well. You know, I don't think there's really any way to see anything. Hey, I see another thing over there. So we'll go to this one port and then after this dock, we'll
Seems like we've done what we came for.
end it. Oh, there's the lighthouse.
CSA? Lighthouse to the left of the mountain. We can head straight there, but we won't be returning, so keep that in mind.
Oh, I see. This is our exit. So this is where we move on to the next chapter. So I think, well, let's go through and see what happens. We've got about 6 minutes. Sailing the stars, leave Cloudshire and venture into space. Another achievement. You leave Cloudshire with a heavy heart. The ambush at the castle was no coincidence. Someone knew you were coming. Caution must guide your steps now. The road ahead will only grow darker. Now you must travel beyond, towards the city where the man in yellow awaits. If there are answers to be found, they may begin with him. Whoa! All right. This is very different.
All right, Captain. Let's keep moving.
Ooh.
When traveling between the stars, let's not stray too far off course. Drifting through the void ain't exactly good for morale.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to just like jump into the outer space so quickly.
Time and supplies.
Every left
gin
or
will
right?
fit into our stockpile, and if that runs dry, the crew's bound to get a bit twitchy.
All right, let's go left. Left is
Don't
always
worry.
right.
We've got enough to make it to the city, as long as we don't take any scenic detours.
This looks interesting. The lighthouse. You see a beam of light in the distance that differs from the stars in the sky. You've noticed it several days before, but as you get closer, you can finally see its source. A lighthouse stands on a floating rock. It allows nearby ships to navigate safely in the vastness of space. As you land and set foot ashore, you see a strange woman. She awaits your approach. Welcome, Captain. You've arrived just on time. I hope the journey so far has not been too troublesome for you. On time? Did she know you were coming? Or tell her your journey? Let's ask this one. Yes, among other things as well. Almost too predictable, but that's a good thing. It means everything is going as planned. I was told all about you. By the gentle shimmering of the stars, by the soft breeze of the void. Your every move carries you along the path. Every action creates ripples on the surface of the water. Who is she? Some sort of oracle? Or she's talking in riddles, but does she know anything specific? I'm going to be concerned. You can hear a quiet chuckle. Your guest seems to amuse her. An oracle? I guess you can say so, yes. The exact definition would be inconsequential and thus meaningless. Call me the lighthouse keeper. Feel free to stay at my home and rest a bit. Inside, you may find the guest room and get some sleep. Prolonged starfaring subjects your mind to, let's say, stress. What would you like me to tell you? The past? It won't help you much. It may confuse you. The future? Know that once I do, there won't be much you can do to change it. Uh-oh. She closes her eyes for a moment. Let's see. Perhaps this will work. She opens her eyes again. The light of her lamp goes dim. For a moment, intensifying the brightness of her eyes. Space makes you go cuckoo. Yes. And this game is I believe takes some cues from like the Cthulhu mythos. So there could be some cuckoo stuff here. The scholar called out from the depths between worlds, trapped by his dreams, ensnared by ambition. The jester heard the plea. He seized the moment, carved a path, and opened the door. The moon waits, bound in chains, patient and still. Well, clear as mud. The unnatural glimmer of her eyes softens. The lamp shines bright. Don't overthink my words too much. It won't do you any good. We shall meet again soon. Before you can ask anything else, she is already gone. You stand alone at the pier, the lighthouse illuminating the space around you. All right. There we have it. So that's where we're going to end the stream for tonight. Yes, she's very mysterious. I like her. And I like this game where it's going so far. It's been quite interesting, very exciting. So we'll be picking this one up again probably next Thursday. Tuesday, I will still be playing the Real Face of a VTuber. I think that's Tuesday, right? Or Monday. I forgot. Whatever day. Monday. Thanks, Molly. I don't know time. But in the meantime, if you haven't already, please click subscribe, click like on this video if you enjoyed it, and click the bell so you don't miss our future streams. We actually have quite a few game streams coming for you, as well as podcasts and sports stuff and all kinds of things. So you don't want to miss out on any of that fun. And go check us out at totalapexgaming.com and totalapexentertainment.com because we'll be merging very soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful night.